volunteers prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
What's up, guys? Dane Davis here. Shout out to Boogie Bentley, Dauber, and the Indy Kid over at Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. VAWLS fans, head over to their YouTube channel, Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash that like button and subscribe, baby. Go Big Orange.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and the VAWLS add another commitment in the class of 2022. Three-star linebacker Kalib Perry. We're going to take a look at his film and what he brings to the table. We'll try to get through this thing together. I'm on vacation with the family. Full transparency, I'm sitting in a back bedroom with a laptop sitting on top of my lap, a microphone somehow shoved in my face. So we'll try to get through this thing. The internet is terrible. That's why the content's been kind of low this week. But it's back to business as usual. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. But do me a favor, before we get into this thing, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. If you will so kindly press that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. I promise the content's usually better than this. I hope there's not clicking. The internet has been terrible. But welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. But let's just jump right in. Probably be a short one today, but we'll go through this as quickly as possible. Kalib Perry, 6'3", 215-pound linebacker out of Great Crossing High School in Georgetown, Kentucky. He's the 12th commit for Josh Heupel in the class of 22. 24/7 Sports has him as the 8th ranked player in the state of Kentucky and the 80th ranked linebacker overall. Look, this is a kid that just camped. He just camped with Tennessee back in June, gets an offer rather quickly, and here we are less than 2 months later. He's in the boat, as I always say. Mr. Perry, go ahead and grab it, and let's get to work. When you look at Kalib Perry, what he brings to Tennessee, he's a versatile kid. I think he's got good size, good length, plays good in space. He does run a 4.55 40. He's one of these kids. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how much weight he adds as he transitions from high school football into the college game. Just recently converted to linebacker from safety. So I'm not sure how Tennessee actually plans to use this kid. I'm sure a lot of that is going to, go back to that previous comment. It's going to depend on how much weight he adds, not senior season, but then also in the offseason before he transitions to the college game. Obviously, Tennessee needs help at the linebacker position. When you look at the scouting report, not a whole lot out there. This is from his high school coach. He says, obviously, Kalib is a very dynamic player. For us, we use him everywhere. He's very versatile. He's a very physical player, and he plays downhill quick, fast, and aggressive. That's something, when you look at what Josh Heupel is adding, not just on offense, not, his high-powered, fast-tempoed offense, but looking to add speed on defense. I like that. You can't teach speed. The scouting report goes on to say he can close space, whether it's a caught ball or getting downhill. He closes space in a hurry, and he's bringing a hit with some vengeance. Says he is extremely dynamic. We can put his hand on the ground. We can put him at outside linebacker or inside linebacker. He can drop back and cover. He's just an all-around athlete and a really good football player. The biggest thing that stands out about him is his football IQ. He's a smart kid who watches film. He knows exactly what an offense is trying to do and what the weakness is. They wrap it up by saying he is a student of the game and brings all of that to the table. Kalib makes us a good football team. I like it. And I saw an interview with him over at VolQuest. Very well-spoken kid, touched on, game film and studying tape. So I like that as well. And that seems to be par for the course for what Josh Heupel is trying to do with this class of 22. Good kids. He seems to be recruiting good kids. I saw also an interview with 24/7 Sports where Kalib Perry said it just really came down to the coaches and just the staff and everything. I mean, I just loved being with them and being able to spend some time with them, being able to bond with them. And I really liked Coach BJ and what he was planning. Goes on to say, I trusted his process and what he's going to do with me once I get there. And I believe he's going to be able to set me up and be able to allow me to make it to the next level, hopefully, And if not, just be able to allow me to be the best player I can be. Like I said, I like when you watch Kalib Perry's film here. I like his speed. I like his quickness. I'm concerned with his size. Hopefully he adds some size again throughout his senior season and then the off season before he transitions to the college game. But I like that he's versatile. You can say it, but when you look at his high school tape, the kid plays everywhere. He plays all over the field. Like the high school coach said there in the scouting report, he can play inside linebacker, outside linebacker. He transitioned from safety. They've also played him at defensive end. So the kid plays all over the field. I like what he brings. He's a nice addition to this class of 22. But as we move forward in recruiting, for Josh Heupel in this class of 22. We all know what everybody says, right? Josh Heupel can't recruit. That's dumb. That's a lazy statement. Do your research. Do your homework before you bring that argument into the comment section. I guess the next kid on the radar will be Addison Nichols, 4-star offensive lineman. Plans to announce on August 2nd. Addison Nichols is huge for this class. I've talked about it time and time again. I think he, along with now Walter Nolan, would you start to take a class, everybody wants to talk about 3-star you, haha, yeah, that's cute and funny. The addition of Cameron Miller, 4-star wide receiver, obviously Taven Jackson, the biggest recruiter as a player for this class of 22, and then also Vincent Sneed, former 3-star defensive end, is now a 4-star according to Rivals.com. But when you add a guy like Addison Nichols, who I think it's coming down to Tennessee and Ohio State, I feel pretty good about Tennessee in the race for Addison Nichols. But then also Walter Nolan. We've talked about time and time again how this is a kid who had completely removed Tennessee from his list. But then Coach Garner comes in, works his magic. You want to get to the league, Coach Garner is your ticket. Start to see, several predictions start to change over at 24/7 Sports. Now I think there's as many as 4 predictions that Walter Nolan is coming to Tennessee. And I don't know if that's based off of him transferring to Powell High School for his senior season. He's going to be right around the corner from Coach Garner and the VAWLS. Right down the road from Neyland Stadium. It's going to be real easy to head on down, make a trip. Unofficial, official visit, whatever. A lot of people are starting to pick the number 1 player, according to ESPN.com, to Rocky Top. We'll see how it plays out. If Josh Heupel can land Walter Nolan, if Josh Heupel can land Addison Nichols, not too bad. Not too bad for the class of 22 when you look at what he's done in the transfer portal. Read an article just recently, just this week while I've been on vacation, talking about how if Josh Heupel doesn't hit on this class of 22, just how important that transfer portal is going to be. If you miss on this first class. But I think this first class is going to come down to player evaluation and player development, because a lot of these kids didn't even play football last year. Not a lot of tape to watch. So you're getting them on campus. They're camping just like Kalib Perry. Comes on campus, camps, gets an offer, commits less than 2 months later. So it's really going to come down to evaluation. But if you miss in this class of 22, the transfer portal has changed the game, because there are going to be players all over the country that are good, but not good enough. Are they good enough to start for Alabama? Do they want more playing time? Same for Georgia. These teams that, are competing for the SEC, the transfer portal is changing the game of college football. But again, you add a guy like Addison Nichols, you add the number 1 player. What would that say for Josh Heupel in recruiting? Get out of here with these lazy recruiting comments if Josh Heupel goes and lands the number 1 player in the country, according to ESPN.com. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope the quality comes out okay. Again, this is the second time recording it. Back to business as usual here shortly. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Haven't said a whole lot about it. Just tried to put out content, even though I have been on vacation. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you have not done so yet, please do me a favor. Smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, you can check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Just go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. You can pick up any and all merchandise. We got a new t-shirt dropping soon. Probably going to wait maybe the first week or maybe a week out from kickoff. We'll drop the new merchandise. But until then, we've got the old school logo merch, the state pride merch. You can pick up a coffee mug. That's what you want. But that's it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like weed, poets sat in our chains, soaking